married one of the most famous people on the planet, Justin Bieber.
He's my best friend.
You guys look so epic.
Why?
I think she's the only one that can put up with me. For real.
What if one of the most talked about celebrity relationships of the last decade was built on a story that was never completely true? For years, millions of people have believed they know exactly how Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber's love story began. According to the version repeated across social media, Justin and Hailey suddenly got together in 2018, got engaged almost immediately, and rushed into a marriage that nobody thought would last. It became one of the most criticized celebrity relationships in modern pop culture. But when you actually go back and examine the timeline, something surprising happens. The story starts to look completely different. In fact, the real history between Justin and Hailey began nearly a decade before they exchanged wedding vows, and understanding that history changes everything people think they know about them. The first chapter of their story takes us back to 2009. Justin Bieber was rapidly becoming one of the biggest teenage stars in the world. His songs were dominating charts. His fan base was growing at an unbelievable speed, and every move he made was becoming headline news. Around that same time, a young Hailey Baldwin was introduced to Justin backstage by her father. The footage from that meeting still exists today. Looking back at it now, it's almost impossible to imagine that these two teenagers would eventually become husband and wife. There were no obvious sparks flying, no romantic movie moment, and certainly no signs that this would become one of the most talked about celebrity marriages of their generation. It looked like a simple introduction. But sometimes the most important stories begin in the most ordinary ways. As the years passed, Justin's fame exploded to levels few artists ever experience. He wasn't just a singer anymore, he became a global phenomenon. Every relationship, every friendship, every mistake, and every achievement became public discussion. During those years, Hailey remained connected to the same celebrity circles. Unlike many people who entered Justin's life after he became famous, she had watched his journey unfold from a relatively close distance. She understood what life in the spotlight looked like because she had seen it happen in real time. This created a foundation that many people overlooked later when the media tried to portray her as someone who appeared out of nowhere. The reality was much more complicated. Their connection had been developing quietly for years before the public started paying serious attention. Eventually, friendship began evolving into something more. Their relationship experienced ups and downs, periods of closeness and periods of separation. Like many young people trying to figure out their lives, timing often became a challenge. Careers, personal growth, and life circumstances pulled them in different directions. Yet one thing kept happening. They kept finding their way back to each other. While fans focused on individual moments and tabloid headlines, a larger pattern was forming behind the scenes. Justin and Hailey consistently remained part of each other's lives, even when they weren't officially together. This detail is important because it completely changes the narrative that their eventual marriage was impulsive or random. By the time 2018 arrived, Justin was going through a significant period of change. Years of global fame had taken a toll. The pressures of being constantly watched, judged, and analyzed were becoming increasingly difficult to manage. While the public continued to see a successful superstar, there were signs that Justin was searching for something deeper than chart success and public attention. During that period, Hailey became a source of stability in his life. Their connection was no longer based on teenage friendship or casual dating. It had matured into something far more serious. The engagement announcement shocked the world because fans thought the relationship had appeared overnight. But for Justin and Hailey, it was the result of nearly 10 years of history, friendship, trust, and shared experiences. That context is exactly what many media reports failed to explain. Instead of focusing on the decade-long journey that led to the engagement, many outlets reduced the story to a simple headline about a rushed celebrity marriage. As a result, millions of people formed opinions without understanding the full picture. The public saw the proposal. They saw the wedding. What they didn't see were the years that came before it. And that misunderstanding would create enormous consequences for both Justin and Hailey after they became husband and wife. Because once the wedding was official, the criticism became louder than ever. Fans questioned their relationship. Critics predicted disaster. Social media turned into a battleground. And in the next chapter of this story, we'll uncover why so many people turned against Hailey Bieber, how their 2018 marriage became one of the most controversial celebrity unions in recent memory, and what was really happening behind the scenes while the world was judging them.